Hello everyone, this is Annie from The Stingy Stitcher presenting you with my very first video. Today I'm showing you how to make my Forever 21 knockoff scarf. This is an infinity scarf. It's actually a very simple pattern, but I have found it a bit challenging to actually describe how to do it, so I thought to accompany the pattern that I just wrote up for this, I would make you a quick video to show you how it's done. So just a quick note before we start. As mentioned in the pattern, which you can find the link below, the first chain 4 will count as the first stitch in the row. Also, the pattern that I give is designed to make 10 of these repeats. Each of these little clusters is a repeat. So you can make your scarf either wider or narrower by adding or subtracting multiples of 3 to your starting chain. So if you wanted to make a scarf that had only 9 repeats, then you would only need to chain 33. So this is just a quick sample. I'll just be doing 3 repeats to give you an idea. So I'll be starting here with a chain of 15. So I like to crochet this part a little loosely since this scarf will have a significant amount of stretch to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. Alright, so in the pattern I recommend placing a marker in the 6th chain from the hook. I won't be doing that here because it isn't strictly necessary. It was just an easy way for me to explain it without having a visual. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. We're going to start by counting down to the 7th chain from the hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. I like to crochet into the back bump of the chain, so I'm going to do a treble crochet right here. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and do another treble crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to actually go back to the chain before the first treble crochet. This is where you would have placed the marker if you had decided to use one. And we're just going to go ahead and double crochet into this chain. So I'll go ahead and put that in. Alright, we're going to come and grab the yarn from behind our work. Pull it through just like you would normally do with a double crochet, except you want to make sure that this is going to wrap around those 2 treble crochets that you have just done. Just like that. And voila, there is your very first repeat to this scarf. I'm sorry, I'm finding it a little difficult to focus. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly continue this row. We're going to skip the next stitch. Alright, move to this one, triple crochet in there. And then triple crochet in the next one. And then once again, we're going to move back to the stitch that we skipped before. We're going to double crochet right in there around the 2 treble crochets that we just did. Just like that. Alright, and then one more time with this pattern repeat. We're going to skip 1 chain, and then we're going to go here with a treble crochet, and then another treble crochet here. And then finally a double crochet in the stitch that we just skipped. Now you might find that when you are doing this, you might find that when you're actually doing this, it will seem a little wrinkly. It might not exactly fit the appearance that you see on the final scarf. All you need to do is just give the chain a little tug. It tends to get a little wrinkled at first. Alright, so now that you've finished your last pattern repeat, however many repeats you wanted to do, you're going to have just 1 chain left on the end. What we're going to do is we're just going to treble crochet into that. And there we go. You have completed the starting row of your Forever 21 knockoff scarf. For all rows following that, all you need to do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn. And then, remember this counts as the first stitch. So we're going to skip the next stitch here, which is the top of the double crochet that we did in the row before. We're going to triple crochet in the next stitch. Just like that. And then we're going to treble crochet again. And then double crochet here. Just like that. Alright? And then you're going to go all the way across, doing the same thing. You're going to skip a stitch, do 2 triple crochets, and then you're going to double crochet into the stitch that you skipped before. So your pattern repeats are always going to line up. It's a very easy way to check to make sure that you're staying with the pattern. It's very difficult to do things like drop stitches. You notice almost immediately. This is really, as you can see, a very simple pattern, and as you can see, the result actually looks very lovely, and it stretches wonderfully. It's so comfortable, and I just really love this pattern. So we're just working on our final repeat here. It's getting a little wonky because I crocheted some of this very loosely before. And here's our DC. And now we are left with what was the beginning stitch of our very first starting chain. Actually, I may have made a mistake here and chained these last 4 a little bit too loosely, because these are technically the first stitch of this first row, so they actually could have been a little tighter to match what it would actually have been like. But in any case, we're just going to locate the top chain of that first one, which is right here, and we're going to triple crochet into that. This part gets a little dicey for me. Just like that. And there we go. That is row 2 of your Forever 21 Infinity Scarf. Just take this however far you want to go. There are certain joining methods that I have used on my blog before. Sometimes you can whip stitch the ends together, or you can just leave the ends open like this. So I hope this was helpful to those of you who were finding it difficult to understand my subpar pattern writing skills. And yes, thank you for visiting the Stingy Stitcher, and I hope to see if any of you make this. Please show me pictures if you do. Thank you. Bye.